What up, folks? What up, folks?
Send professional invoices and get paid faster with the QuickBooks mobile app. Know when they've been viewed and know.
Double tap that screen. Let's get to it. Hey, it's definitely a downfall going down right now. Let's go, y'all. Smash
Stay
that
on
like
this video.
button.
I'll tell you how Todd Blanchard just ended his career. He is over. But you know what? I hope he gets confirmed. I know it sounds crazy, right? But not really. See, since I first said this, that Todd Blanchard's career is over, several things have happened. Oh, like yada yada, 1,000 DOJ employees signing a letter saying do not bring Todd Blanchard in. 1,000! 1,000! Not 5. 1,000. And then on top of that, it gets even better. The judge, the federal judge, just recommended him for disciplinary action over him trying to.
I told y'all what was going to happen, man. Todd Blanche, Pam Bondi, all going down.
Make a deal with the IRS for Trump, like he was Trump's attorney instead of the Department of Justice Attorney General or acting Attorney General. Oh, but it gets better. All of the Epstein survivors did a letter and a video saying do not bring Todd Blanche in. Oh, it gets better. He blew off a judge. That was my first one I was talking about weeks ago. He blew off a federal judge. He blew off a federal judge saying, what about that 1.8 billion? Give me some proof. Y'all not really trying to reinsert that. Todd Blanche, one, is going to lose his license. It's happening. Todd Blanche, two, he may be going to jail. I've said he's going to jail, but, you know, Trump could pardon him, blah, blah, blah. But here's the weird thing. It depends. Because if the states, I'm the only one online that talks about this. If the states decide to come after you.
If the states come after Todd Blanche, ain't shit Trump can do. Woohoo! Smash that like button, y'all. Double tap that screen. It's going down right here, right now. Trump's downfall is happening in real time. Smash that like button.
You can be convicted anyway. Yes, it's happening. Todd Blanche is ending his career, even if he gets confirmed in the motherfucking door, which I hope he does. But why do I hope that? You know, I know you're wondering, well, why do I hope that? Why do I hope that? Well, here's the thing, everybody. If he
Smash that like button, y'all. We dropping the heat right here, right now. This is the reason why you hope, or we hope, that Todd Blanche gets accepted.
Gets confirmed and he's in there, he's going to get Trump closer to jail. Because here's what's going to happen, everybody. The more corruption, and we get to the polls in November, and we get Democratic in the House and Senate, guess what happens? They're coming after Trump. And Todd Blanche is a loser. He can't win them cases. He just does whatever Trump tells him to do. Whatever his daddy tells him to do, he does it. You see how he is. I mean, I've been trying to explain the fact that anybody getting replaced by a woman is a man. You've seen that happen with the labor secretary, I believe. I might be wrong on that one, but I think so. And you see the Tulsi Gabbard getting replaced. You see Kristi Noem getting replaced. And you see...
And I told y'all, they all part of the jail list too. Every last one of them. All of their asses is going to jail.
Pam Bondi getting replaced. You see what I'm aiming at? What I'm telling you? What I want you to understand is that Trump's roster is only too deep. If he can't get Todd Blanche in, he's fucked. But if he gets Todd Blanche in, he's fucked at all. This was a bad move for Todd, and a really interesting move for Trump. This man is going to put him in jail. This man is going to help the corruption. This man, as soon as he fuck around with that 1.8 billion and don't answer that judge, it's his ass. Soon as he gets the disciplinary and get hit with, it could be his ass. That means the judge who recommended in the IRS case the disciplinary action.
I told y'all either way is his ass. Either goddamn way. So now you gotta understand why he's moving like a person that's dying. He's moving like a person that don't think he could be in jail for long because he don't think he's gonna be around for long. Interesting.
If he fucks around with the Epstein shit any longer with a Democratic majority Congress, it's his ass. It keeps getting better and better because obviously this man's corrupt and obviously Donald Trump don't give no fucks because Trumpy gonna do what Trumpy gonna do, right? Well, it's gonna get better. It's gonna get better because I've said that 70% of the cabinet is going to jail with 30% turning them in, like Susie Wiles. I think she's the inside mode snitch. She's the deep throat. She's the one who's telling on them. And what I think that's going to happen is they're on the road to an supreme ass whipping. It is. It's about to get ugly. It's about to get deep. You know what I find interesting? The fact that there are actual people who really think in his cabinet that this time around, after all those people went to jail in his first term, that they are going to be able to skip around this. I'm quite entertained. You notice I'm laughing, I'm smiling. Yeah. The more corruption, see, because there's two things Trump's going to get held up over. He's going to get held up over Epstein. He's going to get held up over corruption. The ICE, the deportation shit ain't going to hit him. It's going to hit the DHS. It's going to hit ICE, but it's not going to hit him. And quite frankly, that's enough to get him out the door. But like I've told all of you, him out the door with J.D. Vance in there is not better. It could be worse. Because J.D. Vance is going to be a slick ass about it. This is why J.D. Vance doesn't do the 25th Amendment. Everybody keeps saying, do the 25th Amendment. I'm like, why would he? Why would he? All he's got to wait for Trump to either die or cancel his own self out and be impeached and kicked out. He could have the MAGA audience right there, put right in the power. You know, as soon as he buy that wine, I just sneak up from behind like the old Biggie song. He's just waiting in the wings for this motherfucker to either croak or to, just take over from, oh man, God forbid anything happens to Trump assassination, but let's not happen. I don't want that to happen. I'm not for any violence anyway. I'm for violence on Charlie Kirk or anybody else. But if that happens, we really in trouble. Oh my God, we are in big trouble because him having a martyred base, J.D. Vance, oh, bad. But as long as Trump's around, he's pulling down himself, the administration, and the GOP. And as long as Todd Blanche is around, he is openly fucking up everything in public to get more scrutiny. And the more Todd Blanche is around, the more we show up in the polls in both November of this year and November in 2028. And when there's a Democratic majority, there's a whole bunch of shit they're going to investigate, and Todd ain't going to be able to hold that shit off. I said from the beginning, getting Todd Blanche in there was stupid. You should have kept Pam Bondi, who was going to fight it out no matter what. See, Pam Bondi got a plan. Unlike Tulsi, unlike Christie, unlike Todd, she got a plan. She's tied into Florida money, big money. That's why he brought her back to work as the liaison between the White House and the billionaires. Cushy job compared to dealing with the DOJ. And he shouldn't have fired her anyway. That was stupid because his whole cabinet can see I'm not saying she's the smartest, but I am saying she was the most loyal. She was the Better Call Saul of pedophiles, man. She was out there doing her calling card defending Trump. Everybody, every one of those billionaires saw it. That's why he made her the liaison. The other reason he made her the liaison is if she's out there by herself, let's see, people were trying to get a license taken out of Florida. People were coming after her. The states were most certainly going to come after her. There was just going to be a whole group of people after her out in the cold, and that didn't look good in front of Trump. And you don't want your girl out there like that when she's holding water for you. You shouldn't have fired her in the first place. That was a dumb move. He might be tied to some movers and shakers, but he's not tied to old money like good old Pam Bondi is. He's not tied to that Epstein world like Pam Bondi is. He thinks he has the same similar situation, and that's his miscalculation. He does not. That boy in trouble. Him, Gabbard, Christy Nome, these are people who are going under. Cash Patel, when they finally let him go, you know, they're gonna go under. But Pam Bondi, no. This is something that if he's confirmed, remember and mark my words, it's a good thing. See, because it's the end of him. This career, this job, this position will end him, will end Trump, and will end several people out the DOJ. U.S. attorneys are going to lose their jobs and go to jail and lose their license. All due to Bondi, and now all due to Blanche. I'm telling you, the B&B crew are going to take out a bunch of people who are willing to do the bidding of this idiot orangehead and be able to take them out. And it's going to go right down the fucking toilet. That's why I said it's over. His career is over. I know this sounds weird. It's reverse. It's not, it's over. He's going to get kicked out. It's over as soon as he gets confirmed. That's just putting him from the pan into the fire. I'm for that smoke. Let's go. Let's go. What do you think? Do you think that he's going to make it? What are your thoughts on it? Let me know in the comments, all right? In the meanwhile, after you do that, you know what to do. Binge watch my last content, my last older content, if you're new here. And if you're new here, maybe I've earned your subscription. I'm telling you, this is a very interesting time to watch. I'm not saying it's all good, but it most certainly isn't all bad.
A Science and Kirk success story. Meet Pat. Dancing is her thing, and helping kids through her youth literacy program is her passion.
World leaders are absolutely furious at Donald Trump and his dastardly regime, and they are now coming out in public and they are calling him out. They are calling out his weakness, and I think everybody's recognizing what an utter failure that meeting was, not just with Putin, which was just total humiliation for the United States, but the dog and pony show that was that meeting with the European leaders that Donald Trump exited so he can call Vladimir Putin on the phone and get instructions from Vladimir Putin about what to do. How embarrassing. Folks, there's no ceasefire, which Donald Trump promised he was going to do, or else there would be serious ramifications against Russia. So that didn't happen. There's no trilat set, no trilateral meeting between Russia, Zelensky, and Donald Trump. Putin never wanted that to take place, and there are no security guarantees that Russia is okay with in Ukraine. That was always BS, and we've always been calling it out, despite our own propaganda media in America saying, oh, Donald